Hello friends, good morning to all of you. Now you can see, all of you see that today I am going to explain US election. Here question arises is that why we have necessary to study about US election. Because US is very important subject country to study about its election. Because US is most powerful country in the world. Its GDP is 10 times Indian GDP. US GDP is $25 trillion and Indian GDP is $2.99 trillion. So we can say that US is very rich country and US play very vital role in global economics and in LPG, liberalization, privatization and globalization, because US formed the WTO, WHO, UNSC and many more. All these organizations formed by the US only, because US is the founder father of all these organizations. And we have to know some facts of the USA. USA is the democracy country. It's follow capitalism, and China, as we know, that follow communism. What do you mean by capitalism? First, capitalism is the ideology in which country only open market is open and anybody can do business with USA. So this is the facts of the USA. USA is the fourth largest country in the world, three times larger than economy, larger than Indian in land masses. Total land mass covered by the USA is 6%. So USA play in military affairs and fight against terrorism, and now USA also fight trade war with China and fight against many terrorist organizations. So this point of the view, US government and its election become very important for us to Indian perspective. In US election and its president impact our external affairs, our economy, our businesses, our NRIs, peoples, and our incomes and many more. So my dear friends, then now understand how the US election is happened in USA. So here term given POTUS. What is POTUS actually? POTUS means President of the United States. President of the United States, also known as POTUS. So my dear friends, first of all we have to understand the form of the government in the USA to understand the whole election process in the USA. So here friends, USA have three forms of government, basically like India: legislative, executive and judiciary. First of all we have to understand the judiciary part. For judiciary, no election is happening. As we know, whole world follow this model only. No election happen for judiciary. For judiciary, selection is happen by various examinations, as we know. So my dear friends, then come to the legislative part of the government. What is legislative actually? Legislative is the one of the pillar of the government. Legislative of the US known as Congress. Congress is the parliament of the US government, Congress. Here main confusion here is happen in Congress. What is the types of the houses in the USA, how election is happen in USA. Many people get confused how election process happen in USA. So then I will explain to you Congress further divided into two houses, HRO, House of Representatives, and Senate. House of Representative election happen in every 2 years. For whole House of Representative candidate means that House of Representative election happen in every 2 years for 435 seats, and Senates is like a Raj Sabha of India. This is also known as upper house in USA. Here election held in every 2 years, but only for 1/3 of the candidate. So we can assume that here time period of each candidate is 6 years, like our in Raj Sabha. In every 2 years only 33% of the person elected and disqualified. That means we can say that if here is 100 member, in every 2 years 33 or 34 member disqualify and new 33 member coming. So we understand shortly this term two types of the House of the Congress, House of Representatives and Senate. So let us come on the other part of the government, that is executive. What is the executive actually? Executive is mainly a part of the government that implement law and order. That its work is to implement and force law and order that made up by the legislatures and parliamentarian. So here executive heads. Who is the executive heads in USA actually? In USA, president and vice president, both of them are executive heads in USA. So we understand the three forms of the government. In HRO, 435 seats, in Senate 100 seats. So election happen for HRO and Senate only. So then question arises here is that how many seats in Congress? In Congress, total seat is 538 seat in Congress. Here is 3 additional seat of Washington DC. This is also known as District of Columbia. This 3 additional seat get Washington DC in 1951 by the constitutional amendment in the USA. Actually here question arises is that actually Washington DC is the administrative center of the USA. It is like a district in New York, but many people said that this is the administrative center. So this center have some power in government formation. So constitutional amendment happened and made amendment that Washington DC get at least 1 seat in HRO, House of Representatives, and 2 seats in Senate like other states. HRO, Washington DC get 1 seat like at least in HRO a state have 1 seat like Alaska, South Dakota, North Dakota. All these states have only 1 seat in HRO, but many some other states like California, New York, Florida, they have many more seats. Like in California, in HRO 53 seats, in Florida 27 seats, and in New York 29 seats. So we can say that seat distribution in Senate and House of Representatives happen on 2 different background. This is like a Raj Sabha, this is like Lok Sabha. Here every state get 2 seats. As we know, USA have 50 states, So total seats in Senate is 110. 100, each state get 2 seats. So this is the additional 3 seats of Washington DC. This is not counted in Senate seats and House of Representatives. This is additionally counted in at the time of voting. So this is working like a Rajya Sabha of Indian government. Each state get almost equal value, but here is work like a Lok Sabha. All state have different number of seats according to its population. And now we say to all of you that California have more seats, and Alaska, North Dakota, South Dakota have only 1 seat. Like Maine, Nebraska, these 2 states in House of Representatives have only 2 seats. So all these states have in USA, any state have 1 seat, 2 seats, 3 seats, 4 seats, 10 seats, 53 seats, 27 seats, 29 seats according to its population in HRO. So we can understand the 2 things: how seat distribution, member of the seat allocated for HRO and senates. So my dear friends, then now come to the how the election happen in USA. This is the main question. Actually, election happen in USA is very complex process. As we know that which party win election, which party lose election, instead of getting higher percentage of vote, lose the election, getting less percentage of vote, win the election. So now we will discuss all the applications and complications of the US election, how the voting process is going on in USA. So be coming to the other part of the so my dear friends, some problem is coming. So now we will discuss all the forms of the governments, and now come to the later part of the government, how the election happen in USA. So for understanding the USA election, we have to understand 2 things. First of all, primary and caucus. These are 2 terms that is very important in US election: primary and caucus. Primary is the process by which dialect is selected, and dialect select the member of the House of Representatives and Senate. So how dialects are selected? Dialects selected by 2 ways: primary and caucus. In the process of caucus, in the process of primary, voter and party member choose dialect by secret electoral voting. Secret electoral voting. Secret voting ballot. Secret ballot. And in the caucus, formal opening meetings of the it is the formal opening meetings in which the dialect is chosen by the raising the hand, which candidate get more vote, that become dialects. For example, in the process of the caucus, if total vote is 100,000, then for dialects election, 4 members A, B, C, D. If A get 400 votes, B gets 300 votes, C get 200 votes, and D get 100 votes. Then which candidate win the election? Like the Indian Indian president election. Here D vote disqualify and that D vote goes to these three. If 90 vote goes to this and 9 vote goes to this and 1 vote goes to this, then this C qualified and competition between these two, A and B, and this 212 votes goes to these two, then which party get more votes, that party made government. Then 1 vote goes to here and 200 vote goes to here. Then this A candidate won the direct elections and choose the House of Representatives chosen. So my dear friends, now we understand all the terms. So now come to the US election in more deep. Simple majority is in USA is 270. If any party get 270 seats, that party automatically made government. If any party not able to cross this number, then not able to make government. So first of all, understand how many types of party in USA. For any election, we have first of all understand the parties of that nation. Then we easily understand the US election process. Republican Party and Democratic Party are the two major parties in the USA and play a very vital role in government formation, and many other small parties in USA. Green Party, Tea Party, Independence Party, and many more. So we have to understand in more depth Republican Party. Now Republican Party government Donald Trump. Previous year Democratic Party government Barack Obama is there. So now understand what is the ideologies of Republican Party, what is the ideology of Democratic Party, what is purple state, what is the red state, what is the blue state. If we see the political map of the USA, you can see a state in two colors, mainly red and blue. Political map mainly denote the political party area. Red state generally belong to Republican Party, means maximum seats born in the red state generally born by the Republican Party, and in blue state maximum seat born by the Democratic Party. And purple state is swing, means here competition is very tight. Purple state is not belong to any party safe zone. It is battleground. Any party can win election here. This is its vote is very swing in nature. It's this state sometimes goes to the Republican Party, sometimes goes to the Democratic Party, and sometimes goes to these small party like Green Tea and Independence Party. So we understand all the process here. Then now understand goes to further more discussion. Let us come to the other part of the discussion. First of all, we have to understand the parties and its applications and features. So Republican Party, also known as GOP, Grand Old Party, now candidate from Republican Party is Donald Trump, present president of the USA, and Democratic Party from candidate Joe Biden. he was the former vice president of USA. So he have a political experience of 20 years, and Joe Biden have political experience of 48 years. So let us come to features of the parties. Red State Party, Republican Party, is conservative in nature, and Democratic Party liberal in nature. This conservative and liberal is ideology of the party. So we can understand that one party is conservative in nature and one party is liberal in nature. And then come to the third, many more parties: Green Party, Tea Party, and Independence Party. So now come to every party made a government generally, like sometime Republican Party made government, sometime Democratic Party made government. So how the election happened in USA? So on the election day, that falling on Tuesday after first Monday of November, this election generally happen in Tuesday after first Monday of November in time of election of president. So this year 3rd November 2020, on this election day voting happens. Which party get more vote, that party made government. If in US election one feature is very important, that is winner takes all. This is the main complexity in the US election. Winner takes all. What is actually winner takes all? Winner takes all is the process in which if any party won half of the seat, then that party automatically win whole state. For example, like in California, if Democratic Party get 51% vote and Republican Party get 49% vote, then automatically all the seats of the California goes to the Democratic Party, because if any party takes vote more than half, then that party automatically win whole states. This look like not very fair, but that is the truth that American use as a democratic country. So you now understand winner takes all. Then question arises here is that which party generally won the election? This is very complex question. If any party have more percentage of vote, that party will win election. That may be happen, that may not be happen. If any party have less percentage of vote, that party win the election. That may be happen, that may not be happen. Why I am saying both sides, that this may be happen, this not may be happen? Actually, in US election, vote percentage is not any influential matter. More complexity is that here is not election won by the vote percentage. Here election won by the which party get more vote where, which party get vote where. On basis election is won. For example, if any party won Alaska, North Dakota, South Dakota, they have only one seat in House of Representatives. That party is surely going to lose the election, even he have more percentage of vote. If any party won New York, California, Florida, then that party surely win the election, because earlier I have told to you, in House of Representatives both seats given according to the population and value of the states. We know that California have 53 seats in House of Representatives. 53 seats. So if any party gain more than 50% of vote, then that party being automatically all the 55 seats of USA automatically 53 seats of House of Representatives and 2 seats of Senates. So this is very complex voting pattern. So this look like not very democratic. Many people said this is not look like very democracy. Its counter argument given by the US Election Commission or US government is that House of Representatives seat distribution is according to population, and here I made Senate for equal strength of state. There is one loophole of the system, and the other loophole is bin tax all. For that, government argued that this is the national mandate. National people want, this is the national mandate basis winner takes all process happening in USA. So for the counter this winner takes all, two states in USA, Maine and Nebraska, that not follow the winner takes all system, that follow the proportional seat distribution system, that is called district congregation. In this system, if any party get 49% vote and 51% vote, then both the party get seats in that state. But that not play very vital role in US election because they have very less seats. Maine and Nebraska have only 2 seats in House of Representatives, and in Senate whole state have 2 seats, then 448 seats. Then this is not play any vital role, but this system is something good than winner takes all, but this is the US election that followed by its own process. So here two candidates are standing in the election, Donald Trump and Joe Biden. So this year election happened, Donald Trump and Joe Biden get vote in own states. Donald Trump get votes in more seats in red state, and Joe Biden gets vote in blue state. And now previously I said that the purple state is swing like Florida 27 seat, but it's swing everywhere. There is the battleground, many speech, debate, right, everything happen in purple state. That state swing sometime here, sometime there. So competition of getting that state is very high. So competition between this person to get the purple state area is very high, and this area have sometime 90% safe zone, but dangerous. Also danger here is 10%. This is election, anything will happen anywhere. So you have understand the election process of the USA. Here 1 seat by Washington DC, 3 seat I explained already. So then after this what will happen? After election day, then meeting happen on December 2nd Wednesday in December. Second formal meeting happen to choose the president. Electors get together and give a speech and support the parties and presidents. Which party, generally party members, candidates support its own party. Sometimes faithless elector is coming, that's rule is made upon faithless electors. So then come on the real question. On 6th December, 6th December, on 6th December 2020, this formal meeting will happen. This happen generally on Monday. In December, after second Wednesday of first Monday. These formal meetings happen. Party supports its own. Party member supports its own party candidates, and which party get more seats, and that party get form government in USA. So after 6th December, on 6th January 20 this year, according to this year, 6th January 2021, result is coming. Result. This is the date. Normally result is coming on this date, and 20th January 2021 inauguration of president happens. Inauguration means shapath grahan. So this is the normal process of the election. Then now question arises here is that if no party get majority in Congress, then what will happen? Here some loophole in here is that if Republican get 250 seats, Democratic gets 240 seats, and others get 48 seats. Then in this situation, no party able to make government in USA. Then what will happen? No party in power. Then US a very interesting feature happened. Then Congress of the USA, convert into electoral contingent election. Congress convert own self in the contingent election. In contingent election, what is happen actually? If no party get majority, then Congress give one vote to each state. One vote to each state. Each state get one votes. Means total state is 50. Then simple majority in this case is 26. Then any party born 26 state, any party get vote of 26 state. In the case of not getting majority by that process winner takes all, no party gain majority, then by contingent election, this process try to made a government in USA. But if this process also not work, if in this process then then also not any party get majority. That maybe happen. The example Republic, Democratic and others. These days 20, 23 and 7. Then in this case also no party able to make government. Then what will happen? In this case US Parliament announced that we are not able to choose our president. Then automatically on 8th March generally March, Vice President become President automatically. This is the rule. This is the loophole of the US government formation. This is not generally happen. This is happening in very rare cases. All the time election happen and any party get majority and make a government. Last time in last election 2016 there are two candidates from Republic, Donald Trump, and from Democratic, Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton get more percentage of vote but get less seat by the winner takes all, as we discusses. Hillary Clinton get only 27 seats and Donald Trump get 304 seats. Instead he get less percentage of vote because he get vote in more he get a state where more seats like New York. In New York 29 seats. Donald Trump won more seat a state. Which state have more seats, he won simply. Then he able to make government even he have less percentage of vote. As we discussed earlier, many states have 1 seat in HRO. Many states have 53 seats. We have discussed. So we discuss all these things. So let us come to the other parts. If vice president not able to get proper majority, then what will happen? Here, then election, then Senate convert, then Congress convert is itself is contingent election, and Senate give 1 vote to each member, 1 vote to 1 member, total 100 vote, because in Senate 100 member is there. If any party get 51 votes, then that party being a vice president of USA. These are the mechanism, but generally not happen in USA. So let's come to the other part of the discussion. As we know, US president maximum anybody can become for 2 terms only for 8 years, because there is one constitutional amendment happened that anybody can become president only for 2 times. But if according to the 25th constitutional amendment of USA, vice president become president after president die or impeachment took place. Generally impeachment in USA not took place, because impeachment of USA president is very difficult task, because for impeachment 2/3 of the vote against the president, that is very difficult in USA, because USA president is very powerful, that he very independently work, he control all these affairs like legislative, executive and everything. for president automatically become president. Vice president, after the death of the president, before the completing its term or period, then vice president automatically become the president. If any vice president become president for less than 2 years, for less than 2 years, then its term not be counted as a president, because as we know any person can become a president 2 times. If any person become a president for only for 1 year and 11 months, then its term will not count as a term, and his 2 terms left. That president become president for next 2 terms. Then according to this, any person can become president for more than 8 years. This is one complexity in US election. If any person get this kind of opportunity 2-3 times, then he can become president more than 10 years. So this is some features of the US constitutions. So let's come to the other discussion. As we know, USA is the very powerful nation with $25 trillion economy. USA fight against terrorism and spread world peace. So we understand all this process, all these loopholes of the US election process. So now come to the which party is more important for Indian external affairs. Which party is good for Indian external affairs? Nowadays, first of all, we have to distinguish 2 party ideologies. Republican Party is anti-China, but Democratic Party is pro-China, because according to some external affairs experts said that Joe Biden, especially Joe Biden, his son have a company of more than $1.5 billion in China. He set up a company in China of more than $1.5 billion, $1.5 billion. His son Hunter. So this is one debate is coming. If Joe Biden won the election, that support the China and his son, but many experts said that this is not true, because business is other things, and as a president of any nation, then the ideology of human beings change, and Joe Biden also favor India and also manage with Pakistan and China. But here Donald Trump is anti-China. As we know that from 2016 only, trade war is happening between the India and China. And if any trade war, like any competition in global market, then obviously the smaller developing country get benefits, like India and many more countries get benefit of trade war. So all these are the complexity of the US election. We discuss all these things. Joe Biden, Donald Trump, his election symbol is elephant, generated as red, and this election symbol is ass. So why these two countries taking his symbol as ass and elephant? This is look like something loopholes. So here is the story behind it. As we know that in 1860s, American Civil War is happening. That time Abraham Lincoln was the president in USA, and he was anti-slavery. North state was anti-slavery and South state supported slavery because in South America agriculture is happening. At last in 1865, South state lose and slavery abolished. North state win. So North state that time lead by the Republican Party and South state lead by the Democratic Party. From that day, Republican Party denoted as very powerful, so its symbol become elephant. I call them all person elephant party, elephant party. Then from that time its symbol become elephant, and Democratic Party get criticism and many persons call him ass. Then its symbol become ass. So we discuss all these things. So thank you, have a nice day. Thank you, have a nice day.